Hi, I'm Mr. Pinky, the travelling cat. I'm the most content cat in the UK, even in the whole world. I've been to many places for travelling together with my friend Tim Wheeler. After you've watched this film, you'll know exactly what I mean. My friend Tim, he's a busker and a composer. We're often busking on the high street, and when we raise enough money, Tim will use his money to take me to travel around the UK, even the whole world. I have 3 predecessors before. Unfortunately, they have already died. The only thing I wish is that I can be with Tim for a longer time.
I said, well, writing music's very much about places travelling to. And to the places I go to, places I've visited, and then writing music from what I've learned from them. You'll see somewhere. All the composers did it. Also travelling on train, and then, there we have it, here's a good one, when he go to Stonehenge. And then it was turn of Pinky Free. You see, on the train where you've just come from, on the bus. Fluffy fluff. Right. So I'll leave it that way. Good. 10 years ago, when I was working, I just kept feeling very ill at work, and I keep having to go to the toilet, and all my trousers are soaking wet because I was not able to hold. And eventually I was a doctor to see what is wrong, and they said, yeah, you have diabetes and your kidneys are not working. You know, sometimes everyone knows cars that have problems, and it's like that, you know. I just feel very weak, very headachy, very stomach achy, and if that is the case, then I can't go out. That's why I'm not working. It's going camping next week. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. So we've been travelling. We're going down to Devon next weekend. If the weather's like this, it'll be superb. Yeah. There's a lovely beach there. That is the place where we will be going. Sidmouth. It's a very beautiful seaside town. Next Saturday we leave. We are getting a lift and we are going to go camping. First ever shower. Come here, darling. It's all right. Nothing to worry about. Yes or no? That's it. Yeah, I know. Look, all those horrible fleas are off. Come on then. It will be dry in a minute. Look, his ears are inside. Oh. What's happened? He says. He's trembling. Hey, oh, come on. He's like moon and earth. Imagine life without moon. Imagine earth without moon. You just wouldn't think that that's possible. And if you think how the moon affects the earth, how it makes oceans rise and fall. And that is exactly what having him is like. He is like what the Earth's companion. He is like the moon. 20 years ago is when I meet Pinky One. When I move somewhere, when I move to a flat, and that's where I meet Pinky One. And he actually lived with the neighbours, but he didn't want to live with neighbours no more. He wanted to live with me, and when they move away, he stay with me. And then we move a couple more times, and then he died. It was so sad. Yeah. And then I meet the second cat, and that was a strange happening because he jumped back up onto the bicycle like the other one. And we also go out, and then there was the third one. But then something very strange happened. When I was with first Pinky, one of the things I wished for was that he would never leave me. He was like a companion animal. Some people have a guide dog, blind people have a companion dog, but to me he was my companion. And I think cats are easier to communicate with people sometimes. I was living with a woman for 7 years, but I loved the cat more than I love her, really. And she didn't like animals, and she had no idea of love or anything, but then she was never brought up in a family that love animals, whereas I was, you see. All my neighbours, everyone had their pets, didn't they, Fluffs? Eh? Talking about you, Pinky. Talking to you. As you can see, look, he's understanding and listening. That, you see, these are the whiskers of the old Pinkies. Some of them are 10 years old. See, they've gone a bit brown, because they've been exposed to the air. But I have some from the cat that recently died. And you just stick them in here, so their memory will always live on. I always keep mementos, don't I? Look. Look.
Whoa! After 1 week busking, we raised £126. Today we're going to Sidmouth for camping in the south of England. The 60-year Sidmouth Folk Week is a lucky place there. Sounds great. I can't wait to be there.
We would travel much more if we could do. But I just love going down to the seaside because it's such a beautiful place to go to. I think I always have cat. I will always have cat. It is important that he go out and he get chance to see places, because that when he travelled to a place like that, he liked it so much. It's such beautiful places to visit. In England, we're very lucky that we have lovely seaside places, and it's just getting there, just having the money and to stay.
Just smell it, you know. My lungs feel better. My lungs feel... I don't know what it is, but the air is fresher here. There isn't the pollution. There isn't... People are in a good mood here. In Reading or London, people are in a bad mood because the people here are here because they want to be here. Love will never end, and certainly love with Sidmouth will never end, because I've got very happy memories here. And if I show you the photographs, every Pinky has been to Sidmouth. All 4 Pinkies came to Sidmouth. Pinky 1 at Sidmouth. Yeah. Pinky 1 at Sidmouth. Okay. Pinky 2 at Sidmouth, where we're standing, where we are now. Look. You see the corner of the building? There it is. Look. Pinky 2 at Sidmouth. Pinky 3 at Sidmouth. Pinky 3 at Sidmouth, you see? And now Pinky 4 at Sidmouth. So every Pinky has been to Sidmouth, and every Pinky will come to Sidmouth. And everybody, Mr. Pinky is a well-known name here in Sidmouth. But it was by accident rather than design. I just happened to come here one day and everybody had fallen in love with Mr. Pinky. And everybody loved to follow his adventures here. And they're not really very interested in other cat stories, they just want to hear about Mr. Pinky. So it's quite funny coming here, really. I think next week there will be something in paper that say that it is different Pinky.
Our time in Sidmouth will be over soon. We will travel back home tomorrow, but this is not the end. We will make plans for our next adventure. Soon you will be able to see us somewhere else again. This is my story. I'm Mr. Pinky, the traveling cat. Hope to see you soon. Good night.